Italy's opening match against Turkey kicks off on June 11th. And after an epic night of singing, of dancing, Mancini has officially called up Italy's 26-man team for Euro 2021. If anyone missed the announcement show, it was absolutely unreal. Italians are crazy, man. It was an epic night. It felt like Italian Survivor. I felt bad for whoever was going to kick off, but I kind of wanted to see them just like push the guy out, the three players that were kicked out of the national team.
That's true and all, but Marco, it's Euro 2020, by the way. Let's get things straight.
It's one of the stupidest things to call it Euro 2020.
Why?
It's Euro 20. It's in the year 2021.
They just took a rain check and they just push it a year. The name stays the same and it rolls off the tongue better.
No,
Euro 2020.
Euro 2020.
Call it by the name that it's called.
Guys, we're going to go over the call-ups, the big guys that are missing from the team that Mancini kicked out, our top players for the tournament, our flop players, and then give our expectations for the team. Here are the call-ups. The big boys that have been left off are Moise Kean for attitude problems. Also, Ogbonna was kicked off the team. We have Politano, Mancini, and Pessina. Mike, what do you think about this team?
There's a lot of stuff going on, but let me go through the positives first, right? For the most part, it was okay. I think Insigne, he's coming off the highest scoring season of his career at Napoli. I think he matured a lot. I think he proved me and a lot of other people wrong. I think he's going to have a good Euros. Donnarumma has had a lot of drama with all the Milan and the Mercato news and all that stuff. I feel like he needs a clear head, and this is the tournament that he has to do it. He has to go out and show why he's the best young keeper and why he's still at the top right now. So I feel like this tournament is going to say a lot about him. And the last player I feel is Lorenzo Pellegrini from Roma. He became their captain. I mean, listen, Roma didn't really have a very good season, not a lot to brag about, but one of the bright spots was Pellegrini. Whenever I seen him play, I was very excited. He was always positive. He always played good, and of course, he follows on Instagram, so boys got to support boys.
Just do me a favor and tell him who was initially in the list.
So initially I had Politano in, and for some reason Marco was surprised at me. I think Mancini made a big mistake. I think had a really good season. Coming off the bench, he's one of those players that can change a game at any moment. He's quick, he's nimble, he has those little tricks up his sleeve, especially since we don't really have a top striker. He's someone that could change the game for us. I mean, at the end of the day, if you have players like Bernardeschi that gets called up and some other players I don't want to name
them. Say the other name that you were saying.
Oh man, Sensi. I like Sensi.
Bro,
I like Sensi, but he's been injured.
He's got skill.
I understand that.
When he plays, he's got skill.
When he plays, he gets injured too much. He didn't have a lot of minutes on the field. I feel and he didn't play.
I'm not saying that Politano shouldn't be called up. I'm just laughing at that you have Politano in your three most important players. I'm obviously disappointed with Kean. Disappointed in him and his attitude problems. He was the guy that I was looking for. He was really the only hope that I had for our attackers. The rest I don't really care about. I don't think we're really lacking. You know, maybe you could nitpick and say this guy shouldn't be there, that guy shouldn't be there, but none of them are real game changers in my opinion. My three most important players are Jorginho, just coming off of a Champions League win. When that guy plays, we are a completely different squad. The next guy is Barella, who is the Serie A MVP, the best midfielder in the league, one of the best midfielders in all of Europe. This guy's an engine, and he's going to dominate at Euro 2021. The last guy that I have is Verratti, who this is his tournament. You know, there's obviously been question marks about Verratti. The skill, he's one of the most talented players in all of Europe. He's very smart. He needs to come with the attitude, but he's getting older now, and he doesn't have a real tournament down his belt where we could say that Verratti's been incredible. This is his moment. This is his tournament. He can't screw this up. And I know I just gave the whole midfield because that's who my top player is for the Azzurri. The other guy that I would say is Federico Chiesa, who absolutely broke out this year with Juventus. He needs to become the leader of the Italian national team, take the bulls by its horn, grab them, and lead this team to glory. Mike, flops, what do you got?
Ogbonna, who played at West Ham, a few points away from qualifying Champions League. I think he should have been there. Politano, you heard my rant a little earlier, should have been there. I feel like we still need a real leader, someone like Buffon, who actually won something international level. I probably would have called him up instead of Sirigu or something like that.
He's not playing to sit on the bench as a third goalkeeper. That's not the mentality.
I think Mancini could have invited him.
My faults are that we don't have a number 9. Immobile and Belotti are not cutting it for me. I was hoping that we'd actually, have somebody like Kean step up. We're not going to have it. At this point, I'd play a falsa nueve, play a false number 9, put somebody else out there, put Insigne up there. I don't know who it would be. Play a front 3 that can actually score in big moments. I have no faith in them. And the other fault is that we're a young team. At the end of the day, there's a lot of guys in this squad that have not won something, who haven't played high pressure moments. Obviously, it's a good stepping stone for the World Cup next year. We need to go out and really do well in this tournament. There are zero excuses. We've got talent. Yes, in certain areas we are weak, but we have to go out there and we have to do well. Expectations, where you expect Italy to go. Before I say that, we are wearing some of the new drop, the new merch that is getting released June 11th. It's all over here. Guys, sign up for the mailing list. Link is in the bio. I want everyone to go crazy. Let's sell this stuff out. It's absolutely amazing. You are going to love it. Links are in the description to stay up to date up-to-date ItalianFootballTV.com. Expectations, where are we going?
Realistically, I think quarterfinals. I'd be happy if they could make it a semifinals, but it's tough, man. There's so many more national teams that are more established than the Azzurri, and I feel like a lot of people putting them higher than they are. Yes, hopefully they can make a surprise, but at the end of the day, it does matter when they get out of the group stage which road that they can go on, like who they play.
I want to see us go to the semifinals. I think that would be a really good objective. I do agree with you that I do see people hyping up this team a
little
lot.
too much.
And I'm looking around at some of the other squads, and I'm like, they are actually better.
Stacked.
We do have a good team. We have a united team. But at the end of the day, I do see a lot of faults in this squad. Can it click, and can we go all the way and go to the semifinals and finals? Yes. Realistically, I do think quarterfinals/semifinals could be the goal and to help for the World Cup. Guys, down below, let us know. Do you agree with Kean? Do you agree with Politano, Buffon, all the calls from Mancini? And are you ready for the Euros? We're going to have loads of coverage. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. As always, we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys.